Hello viewers, this is Eunice and Titus once more from Family Focus Church, Eldoret, and we have want to discuss about sex dilemma in the institutions of higher learning. Why we are discussing this is because we've been involved in a lot of, we have worked in a lot of institutions of higher learning, and we've been exposed, we know, and we've been there. And so we felt it is very important we give a little light on the dilemma that students go through when they join institutions of higher learning. Why don't I give an example of myself? When I was in my first year, I was put in a room where we were about 6 girls. And while there, the first week, Friday came. And during the week, every evening, I could see people joining one another, discussing of what they would do over the weekend. Friday was so important. I joined the college late. And so they had gone through 2 Fridays, and this was the 3rd Friday. So when I got that Friday, I was born again, I was very committed, but these girls were not born again. So what they did, they said we are going out for a weekend, and all of them are being picked by cars. You know, those days when I was a girl, a car was history, was something very fun. And so they would be picked and they would be picked by old men, and I would really wonder, what is this? I was in a world of my own. And I know many people must have gone through that. And so it's a real dilemma that we want to discuss. Yes.
And in fact, in this dilemma of a person who has just entered an institution of higher learning, you are suddenly released to a fresher's freedom.
Yes.
I mean, a lot of freedom, where you must control your money,
yes,
control your friends,
yes,
and control everything. I mean,
and make choices. Yes.
This is a big dilemma. And I want to begin with one of the dilemma in these institutions of higher learning. One of them is orientation of students,
yes,
from single sex school to mixed sex grown up institution.
Giving an example of this experience, one time I came across a young man who came from a family where there were 3 boys only. And then he went to a single-sex school, boys' school only. And the father was so strict, he did not give them an opportunity to talk to girls after the schools were closed. And so a time comes when he must join the university. When he joined the university, he went through the first week of orientation. After that, the second years came. And the boy was nice to look at. And so one girl started talking to him. You are so nice, you know, I would like to relate with you. And he agreed. After he agreed, they went for their first night. And when they went for their first night, the young man did not know what is done. He did not do anything. He did not rise. So the girl told him, you are so illiterate, you are useless, you cannot do anything, you are just handsome for nothing. And the young man went through stress.
Yeah,
You know, the boy was so
it's a dilemma
stressed.
because you are suddenly...
He was so stressed until the head snapped. Why? Because the biggest problem we have no place where someone can talk to us about our sexual life so that we can be able to understand. You know, ignorance cannot defend. culture dictates that you don't talk about sex where children are. But you know, children are sexual beings. It's important for them to be taught what to expect. And also be taught, because all of us in our traditions, we do not want our children to be involved in sexual activities. And keeping them ignorant cannot help. The best thing is to allow them to know.
And so I want to use the case of that young man where quickly he was rushed. Number one, that was not even love. It was infatuation. So there is that also dilemma of distinguishing in those institutions of higher learning between
love and infatuation,
and even passion. So this young man was rushed into friendship, into actual relationship, and because he had not even appreciated the girl, even developed confidence.
Did not know what he was doing.
What it went into. So I am seeing this clashing between the older students, second, third, and fourth years, and a first year who has just come, and these are, you know, children who are finishing Form 4. Some of them truly are even below 18.
And that's why
they are not fully developed.
That is why in our church we've started a program for all children who finish Form 4, so that we can tell them what to expect in the institutions of higher learning.
And so we are saying, please, because we have got first years who must go and join fourth years and join even fifth years in medical schools maybe, and engineering schools. We must be kind to help these people to appreciate freedom, to appreciate the blend where men and women live together. In fact, I remember during our days, in institution of higher learning, that people would even use the same street. You walk in the same street, and the only difference between your hostel and the women hostel and men hostel is just a branch of the road. But you all walk in the same street.
And you get into
then you reach the place now. Then one group goes on the left hand, and the other one goes on the right. Meaning, the difference between these hostels is not a physical separation. It could just be a wall. A wall. To a person who was in a girls' school only, or a boys' school only, finds it very hard to accept that.
That mingling.
That mingling.
Yeah, it's too much. You know.
Even in the dining, where you must sit together, the same table. No, some people don't think it is
and anything. Even lining up together to go and get food,
It's a dilemma.
Such a challenge. It's a dilemma.
It's a dilemma.
And that is why before your child goes to the institution of higher learning, it's good you sit that child down and give them facts about universities and colleges. So many of them have ended up into love, violence, into even into the point of death because of this confusion. That is why it's very important to teach children what is love. How do you know you are in love? And our church has opened up their arms to train children so that they may know before they go to the university. You know, due to this ignorance, I remember one young man, just got into the university and he knew there's a lot of freedom, and he met a young woman and they became friends. This young woman was somebody's wife. But because in some institutions people just, they can have multiple relationships.
Sure. It's a dilemma again.
And this girl was a wife of an askari, So the lady started relating slowly with this young man. The young man was about 20 years, the lady was about 29. She had even 2 children. And she looked a girl and she hid her status. So the young man would,
They just remove the
yeah,
ring.
yeah,
if
they remove
if
the
it's an
ring.
official
Yeah,
marriage. Yeah.
yeah. So he would go to the ladies' hostel. Unfortunately, the husband got a glimpse of what was happening. So the boy was just relaxing on the bed of the young lady, thinking that she's single, and the husband walked in. I'm telling you, there was disaster. And that is why the idea of marriage should be taught to our young people. And they have to know the difference between love and sex, the difference between love and infatuation, the difference